Hey everyone! Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt happy? For no big reason at all. Not because you got a raise, not because someone complimented you, but just because. If you're struggling to answer that, don't worry, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into the art, yes, art of finding happiness in everything, even in the boring, even in the hard stuff, even in traffic. Let's go. Section 1. Happiness is not what you think. So here's the first shocker. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you notice. We've been sold this idea that happiness is at the end of some journey. Graduate, get a job, find a partner, travel, then be happy. But research in positive psychology, especially from Dr. Sonia Lubomirsky, shows that only 10% of our happiness comes from external circumstances. 10%, that's it. About 50% is genetic, and the other 40%, that's our mindset, our habits, the way we think and see the world. Let that sink in. You have direct control over almost half your happiness levels. So instead of chasing happiness, the real question is, how can you train your brain to see it already around you? Section 2, the science of small joys. Now here's where things get fun. You ever heard of the phrase, it's the little things? Well, science backs that up hard. In fact, the brain's reward system lights up more reliably with frequent small pleasures than with rare big ones. So what does that mean? A good cup of coffee in the morning, the warmth of sunlight on your face, a random song you love coming on shuffle. These are happiness gold mines, but only if you notice them. Psychologists call this savoring, the act of deliberately paying attention to a positive experience, prolonging it and appreciating it. Here's a quick trick. Next time you feel a little spark of joy, stop and name it. Say, "This is happiness." Sounds cheesy, but it trains your brain to register joy more deeply. Section 3, the power of perspective shifting. Now let's talk about a mental superpower, reframing. This is the art of taking any situation, especially the annoying ones, and twisting your perspective just enough to see a hidden benefit. Example, you're stuck in traffic. Again, instead of stewing in road rage, you reframe, this is forced stillness. I get to listen to that podcast I keep putting off. It's not lying to yourself, it's flexing your cognitive muscles. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, actually uses this method to treat depression and anxiety. And it works wonders on everyday happiness too. Even failure? Yep, reframe it. Not I failed, but I learned where my limits are and how to beat them next time. Once you get good at reframing, almost everything becomes fuel for happiness. Section 4, gratitude, the multivitamin for the mind. Now, no happiness conversation is complete without the G word, gratitude. But this isn't about writing a list of things you're thankful for and calling it a day. It's about using gratitude as a lens, a way of interpreting life. Here's a better method than just journaling. Start saying why you're grateful. Not just, I'm grateful for my dog, but I'm grateful for my dog because he always senses when I'm sad and comforts me. Adding the why makes it stick. According to Dr. Robert Emmons, a leading researcher on gratitude, this deeper processing boosts long-term happiness and even rewires your brain's default mode to scan for good. Gratitude literally changes your neurochemistry. Section 5, finding beauty in the mundane. Let's go one layer deeper. True happiness isn't just in coffee and compliments. It's also in the ordinary, the unnoticed. Japanese philosophy has a name for this, wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection and impermanence. It's finding charm in a cracked mug, or peace in a cloudy sky, or depth in silence. To practice this, slow down. Look at your surroundings like you're seeing them for the first time. Notice textures, colors, sounds. Even in a gray office cubicle, there's rhythm, form, light, and pattern. The more you train this aesthetic eye, the more the world becomes a canvas of joy. Section 6, stop asking, am I happy? Now here's a curveball. One of the biggest enemies of happiness is constantly evaluating if you're happy. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But when you keep checking the happiness meter in your head, you pull yourself out of the moment. Happiness is a side effect of engagement, not constant analysis. So don't chase the feeling, chase presence, flow, connection, curiosity. When you're immersed in doing, happiness often sneaks up behind you and taps you on the shoulder. Okay, let's land this plane. If you want to start finding happiness in everything, here's your 3-step formula. Notice the small joys. Call them out. Name them. Savor them. Reframe the tough stuff. Ask, what else could this mean? Gratitude with depth. Say why you're thankful. And most of all, stop waiting for life to get better so you can be happy. Start being happy so life can get better. The art of finding happiness in everything isn't about being naive or ignoring problems. It's about becoming a master at seeing both reality and beauty. So go out there today. Notice one small thing that makes you smile. And say to yourself, this right here, this is happiness. If you found value in this, give it a like and maybe share it with someone who could use a lift. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and stay aware. See you soon.